President Biden, the Biden and Harris administration, is recommending that the DEA, the Drug Enforcement Agency, reclassifies marijuana as a lower risk drug, which would move it out of the same category as other drugs such as LSD, ecstasy, heroin. They're recommending that the DEA remove cannabis from a Schedule 1 to a Schedule 3 drug, saying, quote, President Biden is effectively declaring an end to Nixon's failed war on cannabis and placing the nation on a trajectory to end prohibition. Now, marijuana was listed as a Schedule 1 drug during the Nixon administration. So this is a monumental proposal, and if approved, it would mean another step towards decriminalizing marijuana. Now, currently, 23 states now allow anyone at least 21 years old to legally possess the drug, while 38 states have established medical marijuana programs. Brandon, this is a big deal. You know, weed has locked up a lot of people in inner cities, unfortunately, mostly of the Black community. As we are continuing steps into legalizing marijuana across the country, it's time that our legislative kind of catches up as well with the decriminalization of it. This is a big deal if this is approved.
Yeah, 100%. There's a lot to this. One of the reasons why it's taking so long is because we got to understand the business surrounding the criminal justice system and also just the penitentiary system, right? Like in the business around that. The mic's right here. Sorry guys. So a lot of people don't understand that there's so many corporations. Our government is making so much money off of our community. You know, you get locked up, you know, you get free labor. These dudes are making 2, 3 cents, 4 cents to create license plates and create the signs that we see, you know, as we're driving. You know, manufacturing different things. So we got to understand that. And that's why it's taking so long. I was watching a Netflix series last night, Swamp Kings, covering the Florida Gators. And I'll bring these two together. And they were telling a story about this young man. It was the Urban Meyer era where this young running back, I forget his first name, but his last name was Brown, short dude. And they start getting in trouble after they won their first national championship. Everybody's getting in trouble. Everybody's getting arrested. And he tells a story about going to purchase a 20 bag of weed, like a bag of weed that cost $20, right? And he got arrested, and he's sitting in the jail, and he's like 24 hours wide open, like awake, not blinking, and all he kept thinking about was being cut or sent home, right? And so now you fast forward to where we're at and everything that you said, how many states now legalized it from just
23 states currently.
23, and then from a medical 38 standpoint, boom. And it's like, man, all the challenges and families that we've hurt and broken off of fucking a plant is unbelievable, and it continues to this day. So I don't know if I brought these things together, but when I saw that this was in a show, I literally thought about the show that I watched last night. I'm like, damn, this kid was sitting there in a jail and so anxious and so scared over a 20 bag of weed, a bag that costs $20.
20 ounce.
Is that what it's called? You see, I'm struggling,
20
right?
ounce.
Is it a nickel? They still do nickel bags and
nickel bags, dime bags.
What is it? It's called a 20 ounce.
20 piece, 20 ounce.
I
don't know. It depends on where you're from, but no, but this is also a big deal also because listen, like I said, 23 states have currently allowed and marijuana to be legally possessed by anyone 21 years and older, which also though, you know, we see states, you know, we see states like California and Denver and other states, New York, New Jersey now that actually have dispensaries. This is also going to go ahead and you know, help to broaden the way of making it legal across the country, which then helps to expand dispensaries, to expand, you know, the business side, the commercial side of marijuana.
As well. So you know, who has suffered the most is us, right? And now you go legalize it, okay? And who's benefiting the most off of it now is who? Them. So you have guys like Viola, what's his
Allen
name?
Iverson and Al Harrington.
Al Harrington.
Mm-hmm.
Al Harrington is someone that's doing some amazing things with legislation and doing amazing things in his space, but we don't have any representation really at that level. So we suffered the most, and now we're benefiting the least now that it is legal and there's big business around it. They compare this marijuana, this cannabis industry to the .com boom. Like there was millionaires made overnight. That it's like a once in a generational type of opportunity when you talk about investment. And it's the same thing here. Now it's happening in Web3. So this is the third thing. And so hopefully there's more people out there like us that will benefit from, you know, all the opportunities now.
Everyone in the chat's laughing at me because 20 ounce is not what it's called. I don't know
what is it.
I don't know. I think 20, the only terminology I know is like a dime piece. I think there's
I knew nickel, but
there's
I was
a nickel.
To say that.
There's an eighth.
That's what he was getting because they said 0.8, so his eighth was a 20. It's $20.
Is 20 worth a dub? Is that what it's called? I think.
No, the eighth is worth a dub because what I was trying to say, and I probably confused people. I was trying to tell this story, but the running back went to go pick up like a eighth of weed, which was $20, and he got arrested, obviously, and that was the time back in 2007, 2008, obviously. But now it's nothing.
I don't know.
What are they saying? What are they saying? Dime piece?
I know dime piece. I know that. I know an eighth.
How much for a 3.5? I don't know. None of this. A dub.
Yeah, a dub. That's what I said. It's called a dub sack, right?
Ash picking up a light 20 zips.
I've never bought weed in my life, so I don't know like what I've never like.
I feel like if I smoke, I feel like I would probably still be playing if I had a healthy relationship with marijuana and cannabis. I really do. You know, like it was always like the stigma around it. It was frowned upon, and you know, I gave my life to Christ back when I was playing for the Dolphins. So like even that came into play from a spiritual standpoint. But when you really understand cannabis and all the benefits around it, it helps with anxiety. It helps with recovery, like literally. So physically, mentally, there's so many benefits. I wish I embraced it when I was playing. I had dudes smoking all the time. It was like, damn, I'm recovering. This is my form of recovery.
Mm-hmm. The chat's like, Ashley's a weed virgin. I didn't say that. I just said I've never bought any.
So what are you saying? Tell the people. What are you saying?
I've never bought any.
What does that mean?
I've never had to buy any. Like, I don't know how to buy. I've never bought any.
So have you smoked?
I can't confirm nor deny. I've just never bought any. I don't know what that is. Can't confirm nor deny. Not on this show. Not here. Anyway,